The man literally dumped his own miracle medicine down the drain. Yep, the same medicine people were desperately begging for. Why? Because he already knew something terrible was about to happen. In just a little while, those exact same patients were going to report him to the authorities. And if investigators arrested him again, the rest of the patients would rush in, steal the medicine, and he'd end up right back in prison. See, in his past life, the man had created a miracle cure to heal his grandfather's incurable illness. And somehow, it actually worked. Once people heard about it, poor patients started showing up nonstop. The man felt bad for them. So instead of getting rich, he sold the medicine for basically just the cost price, only $2,500. No crazy profit, no scam, just enough to make it. But somehow, instead of thanking him, people called him greedy. Yeah, greedy. The patients wanted the medicine for free, so they teamed up and falsely accused him of making illegal money. And in the end, he got arrested, sent to prison, where he eventually died, full of regret. But somehow, fate gave him another chance. When he opened his eyes again, he realized he had been sent right back to the exact same day he was about to get reported. The second he saw the medicine sitting on the table, he didn't hesitate. He grabbed every bottle and dumped all of it straight into the water. His grandfather looked shocked. He was about to stop him, but suddenly, bang, 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 someone started pounding on the door. The man immediately turned to his grandfather and warned him, no matter what happens, don't tell anybody we ever sold medicine. Then he opened the door, and standing outside, the exact same patients. But this time, they were all live streaming, and standing beside them, the same investigation officer who arrested him in his past life. The man smiled calmly and invited everybody inside. Then suddenly, a neighbor spoke up. Someone in our family is really sick, he said. Please sell us some medicine too. The man instantly agreed, then walked behind the counter and pulled out 2 boxes. The second the officer saw them, click handcuffs. Immediately, the patient started yelling, see, he's selling illegal medicine. But the man, still calm, didn't panic, didn't argue. He just smiled and said, this isn't illegal medicine. It's a legally approved ointment. Everybody froze. The box got open, and sure enough, inside was literally just ointment, completely legal. Everybody's face dropped. The neighbor immediately panicked and said, then where's the other medicine? The man looked him dead in the eye and calmly replied, there was never any medicine here. After checking everything, the investigation officer realized the ointment was 100% legal. He had no choice. He took the handcuffs off, but then the neighbor suddenly spotted an old bottle lying on the ground. He grabbed it and shouted, this is proof he was selling fake medicine. Everybody leaned in. The bottle got open, and nothing. It was completely empty. Then suddenly, the man said something shocking. Take me in for questioning. Everybody looked confused, but he had a secret plan. See, he had only given patients 3 days worth of medicine before, and this time, he purposely asked the investigation officer to question him for 5 full days. So while everybody thought he was in trouble, the man just sat comfortably in the office, relaxing, waiting. Meanwhile, 3 days later, the patients ran out of medicine, and one by one, their conditions started getting worse again. Panic kicked in. They rushed to the investigation office, begging, practically crying, hands folded. Please, give us the medicine again. But this time, the man's heart didn't soften, not even a little. He looked at them coldly and said, you're too late now.